Well, this isn't a sight I wanted to see. Looks like I got myself a sparkle. I mean, she's been raining a lot, but didn't expect quite that much water in the hole. Looks like I need to prioritise getting some sort of pumping system up and running as my next job. Not happy with that at all. Alright mates, look what we got here. 12 volt portable pressure pump. I think this is going to do the job. So looking at the specs, not too shabby. So she's got a maximum flow rate of 10 litres per minute. That'll be more than adequate. Maximum lift of 1.5 metres. So that's from the water up to the pump. And then a maximum head of 10 metres. So that'll be the water above the pump. And I plan to go down 7 metres. So I'll have the pump mounted at about the metre mark. Above the bottom of the sump. And then it'll need to lift it up another 6 metres, so this should be more than adequate. And this pump's only going to be a just a working pump, I guess, while I'm doing the shaft in the initial tunnel. Once I get that a bit more established, I'll be getting a heavier duty pump as the main pump, and then this one can be like a backup. But this one was nice and cheap. It was about 160 bucks. So, and I like the fact it's 12 volt. I'm going to have that hooked up to a car battery and a solar panel, and the reasoning for that is because when there's storms, as often as not, the power goes out. So what you don't want, of course, is lots and lots of rain and the power goes out, and your pump stops working. And this is the same sort of setup, or similar setup to what I've got in my home theatre, because the same sort of thing applies. If it's raining, it's stormy, the power goes out, and that's when you're going to need the pump the most. So that one's set up with 12 volts and a solar panel as well. So let's unbox this and have a look at it. So here we are. The pump itself, it's actually quite heavy, quite solid. Looks good. An instruction manual, a few fittings here. This will be the filter, pre-filter. So that's great. I'll have a sort of a coarser filter down by the water inlet. And this, yeah, fittings, and look at that, the classic old cigarette lighter. I can't remember the last car I owned that had a actual cigarette lighter socket. But yeah, good old days, eh, when you could light up a ciggy in your car. But anyway, the lead itself should be useful. Right, let's fit her up. Alright, so this initial mounting job's going to be just a temporary one. I just want to get the pump basically in and running and get that water out of the hole. And then once that's done, I'll set up a bit more of a semi-permanent rig with the solar, etc. Going to hang this off the one of those bolts, and I wonder if I should leave the pump over this way, I think, which is the inlet. There we go. It's the outlet. Facing up. Like that. Look at that. It's an easy fitting device, isn't it? Put a standard garden hose on there as the outlet, and here's the inlet. It's a shame there's not another right angle. Oh. Beauty. All right. Take that towards the bottom. Just need some screws and washers. Maybe more enough. Right. Yep, some washers. You could say bloody washers seem to be the one thing Bunnings and Mighty 10 never have in stock. All screws, bolts, everything else. But they never seem to have much in the way of washers. There's some sort of global washer shortage or something. Thankfully I've got a bit of a collection here of my own, but still. Right, what did I do with that bloody driver bit? Get it out of the way before it ends up on the floor. Alrighty. There's my bloody hammer. Yeah, she's over here. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. Might cut that back a bit just in case I end up needing that plug. Can't imagine what for, but no. What does this say? Do not submerge plug in water. Risk of electrical hazard. Well, you can come off. Right, let's go and search for some parts. honest. Stab myself in the old safety jandals. Okay folks, so this next section is pretty boring and there's no real commentary on it, so I've sped it up a little bit just to ease the pain. Houston, we have liftoff. Look at that beauty pump. Well folks, it's a bit of a rough and ready setup, but it's doing the job. It's pumping it out. I just don't want to let it get, because it's going to get deeper and deeper, and I think it'll probably, possibly get as deep as where those bolts are, which it's a that's a lot of water, which I don't want to have to deal with. So this setup I'll just use until just to keep the water level down. And then this is actually my evening at the moment. I'm work today and I'm working tomorrow. So when the weekend swings around, which for me is Monday and Tuesday, I will set this up with sort of a bit more of a permanent setup. Hopefully get the solar panel installed, get the battery down in the hole, and make some sort of a float system so that the pump comes on automatically when there's water in the hole. But in the meantime, this will do to maintain. Alrighty friends, that's been running for about half an hour now. So you can see I got that the pipe slightly in the wrong place. So I'll climb down there and see if we can fix that. Alright, that pump's back in action. And now the pickup pipe, as you can see, you can't see it because it's down in that centre hole. So if we can get the water level down so that it's just in that hole, then I'm happy. You can see around the edges where the water's come up, already it's started to cause some of the clay to break away. That's what I'm trying to avoid. I'll come back in a bit later and see how she's going.